Hi there, everyone. I'm Channel 3 meteorologist Greg D here at the WKYC studios. A quick little update, a look ahead into Thursday. Just kind of want to put a couple things on your weather radar, literally, for Thursday afternoon. We got some heavy rain moving in, and it's looking like it could be heavy enough to maybe be concerned for some areas of some flooding. And I think the timing of this is also not necessarily in our favor here. So let me take you to the maps, the wider shot here as you're looking at the weather maps with me. Cold front off to our west, area of low pressure, lots of moisture streaming in this afternoon. Take a look at down to our south, Kentucky, over toward Tennessee, West Virginia, now southern Ohio and southern Indiana, already starting to see moisture on the increase. This is associated with that cold front. It's pulling moisture northward, and it's the beginning of two things. Number one, a warm up here in northeast Ohio. Temperatures all night will just start to surge as this is actually a warm front moving north. And that warm front is not just going to bring warmer air. This warm front is going to bring much higher amounts of moisture. And that really could play into some heavy rainfall in portions of northeast Ohio coming up tomorrow. Let me take you through this hour by hour. We'll start you off this afternoon, no problem. Temperatures upper 40s to around 50 by 3:30 this afternoon, and those temperatures just continue to rise. There's that batch of rain that you saw move through. That'll move by this evening. Could impact the evening drive. That is possible. We could see a little bit in the way of a rain for the evening drive. Then we'll see on and off showers this evening into the overnight. My real concern is tomorrow morning. Take a look at 5 o'clock in the morning. This is going to be weird. You're going to step out the door in most of northeast Ohio tomorrow on your way to work, dropping off the kids at school. It'll be near 60. Yeah, no jacket may be necessary. I saw a couple people already talking about they're putting on flip-flops for tomorrow. Very possible. But what we'll be really focusing on is a cold front that will stretch from portions of northeast Ohio all the way down into western Ohio. This cold front will be the focus mechanism for some potentially very heavy rain. And you kind of see it here, this line of orange and red that stretches from just north of downtown Cleveland to near Sandusky, down toward Dayton. That is our cold front. And notice between 5 a.m. and then 8:30 a.m., it doesn't really move much, just kind of sinking down into Cleveland. During the morning drive, the temperature in Cleveland may drop as much as 20 degrees from being near 60 at 5 a.m. to the upper 30s by 8:30. So you may actually be watching the temperature drop. If you're coming in out of Akron tomorrow, you may be driving in temperatures that are near 60 degrees when you leave home. By the time you get to downtown Cleveland where your job is, that temperature may drop some 20 or more degrees. So you'll want to put that jacket in the car with you on your way out. And notice the heavy rain there, the dark oranges and yellows. That continues 8:30. That continues in pockets through noon. Temperatures start falling. Dover 60 at noon, 39 in downtown Cleveland, 35 in Sandusky. What a difference there. As we go through the afternoon, the rain finally backs off and starts to dry out as everyone falls into the 30s. But my real focus here, what I really want you to look at here, is this period between 5 a.m., right about there, to let's say about 10, 11 a.m. That 6-hour stretch, that front, notice I'm going back and forth here, basically does very little moving around northern Ohio, kind of hugs the lake and the counties near the lake. So Elyria, over toward Norwalk, over toward Lorain, Westlake, Bay Village, Strongsville, Geauga County, over towards Ashtabula, maybe Southern Lake County. You could get several hours of heavy rain, and that rain could be significant and possibly impactful because we've already seen a lot of rain in the area from the last storm that moved by that melted all the snow last night, and now we could get additional heavy rain on top of that. Here's just one look at the models, and notice what it's showing here. It's showing that same area, that blue swath where the front just kind of sits in the morning. Rainfall amounts that range between 1 to 1.6 inches. That is a lot of rain for the month of January. Very heavy, very unusual to see that much moisture available for that much rain. And it is a concern because we've just gotten a bunch of rain the last 24 hours. We've melted snow with that rain. So the ground is already saturated. You see where this is going. We have a chance of flooding. So I'm going to show you a little bit of behind the scenes here. A map called that shows flash flood potential in the state of Ohio. It's by county, and it basically tells you how much rain each county needs to get in 6 hours to be concerned about flash flooding. And what I really want to point out here are the counties in red, the orange, yellow counties. Those are the ones that really see the highest potential for flash flooding. And notice Trumbull, Ashtabula, Portage, Cuyahoga, Lake counties are in that orange to red, and the red there is 1 to 1.2 inches. So 1 to 1.2 inches in 6 hours or less tomorrow, and we could have flash flooding in Trumbull County. 1.4 inches in Ashtabula County, Cuyahoga County, Lake County. That's all we need. Ashland, Richland County. Again, 1.4 inches of rain would be what we would need. And you saw the forecast for rainfall showed 1.6 for some of you west of Cleveland. Other counties are doing better. The darker greens there. 2 inches or more of rain needed in Erie and Lorain County. And then the flash flooding threat is even lower for Summit, Wayne, and Holmes counties, where you need about 2.25 inches of rain, which honestly does not seem very likely at this time. It's really the orange counties, Cuyahoga, Lake, Ashtabula, Portage, Richland, and Ashland County, and then Trumbull County especially, that we'll be watching for flash flooding tomorrow. That's where the potential is the highest for any type of flash flooding with the heavy rain tomorrow. It is a situation we'll have to watch. This is going to be a morning type deal, so I'll be on here with Holly tomorrow morning. We'll be tracking the rain. We'll be looking at rainfall totals and rates. And remember this forecast looks at the county in general. It doesn't really look at urban areas, city areas, where there's just not a lot of room for the water to go. So in cities, it's going to take a lot less to cause flash flooding during the morning commute. That includes Akron. That includes Cleveland, especially over toward all of Cuyahoga County. Anywhere you see a lot of pavement, a lot of asphalt, tomorrow morning's drive could be impacted by some urban flooding. That is where the water just falls so quickly that the drains cannot keep up, and you get big puddles, big lakes, little pools of water on the side of the road that could impact you during that morning drive. So that's the latest here. The timing on this again, 5 a.m. to noon tomorrow is a part of the day to watch the most for flash flooding. And if we do get enough rain, then Thursday afternoon into Friday morning, we'll have to concern ourselves with rising river levels. I will tell you this, that the Grand River in Paynesville is expected to reach minor flood stage. 8 feet is the level for minor flood stage on Friday morning. If the rainfall totals are higher than what we're expecting, we could see additional rivers added to that flooding forecast. So a couple things to monitor here, especially since we had more snow on the ground east of Cleveland, and as those eastern areas, hilly terrain, snow melt, and heavy rain all combining to increase the flood threat in our eastern counties. All right, everybody, stay mild for the rest of this afternoon. It's going to be a nice day out there. I'll be back here tomorrow morning. We'll keep you updated. If flash flooding becomes a real serious problem, we will be live on Facebook during the morning drive tomorrow to get you through any kind of issues in that heavy rain. Take care, everybody. I'll see you on Channel 3 starting tomorrow morning at 4:30.